This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Fussy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go right back to him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Here's Reed to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Took it all the way back to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Back open in the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they come right back to their trigger man. They believe in him. The last play out was a disaster, right? He throws a pick six. You know, everything looked bad. That was the first possession of the football game. Right back to him, getting the ball in his hands. He makes the completion, and they're going to need a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Mateer. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Sategna. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And there's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space, it's Owens. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Throwing Reed. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And,
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
To throw, it's Mateer. They've got the screen set up. Hard run, and runs through another guy. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. He breaks a tackle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires quickly. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fights off a defender. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive player.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Takes the handoff. It's Morrow. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Reed, under fire, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. Texas A&M going quickly. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let one go back to the middle. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Ole Miss coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this coach has got to be happy they get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab in their space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's his 4th interception of the game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is...
Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that
here's a little room there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds space on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all this.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On the run, it's Morrow. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to put...
Got a little grass. Powers through. To the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take...
Caught, and he's got room. Plows through the defense. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. At the 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Sooners have this offense rolling.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit.
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.